Mike Brown said today that Greg Cook was the single most talented player the Bengals have ever had. The Cincinnati football legend died last night at the age of 65. Today, his friends talked about the sadness of what might have been. In 1969, Greg Cook had it all. Movie star handsome, the Bengals quarterback was named Rookie of the Year. But in Game 3 against Kansas City, he suffered an injury.
He was hit from the side, sacked, so to speak, and fell on his throwing arm, underwent a surgery. And in today's sports medicine world, that injury that occurred to him would have been easily corrected. Physical therapy, going through all the motions and throwing the football, he would have been back on the field the next year. But he was never able to recover from it.
Had he not been hurt, in my eyes, and a lot of us guys that what you see, we honestly felt that Cincinnati Bengals would probably have been the San Francisco 49ers.
Lou Sincar played football at the University of Cincinnati with Cook. He says as talented as Greg was, he worked hard. What happened to him?
A lot of us would really like to be able to answer that question, but he missed football so much, he tried to come back.
Greg Cook was a talented artist, and some have called him a free spirit. But friends say the final years of his life were troubled by drinking.
Greg had at times a rough life, at times just a guy who was, who was there and always easy to talk to. And then at other times he disappeared and nobody could find him.
Still, Jim Kelly and others remember a man with an aura of confidence, one who is remembered not just for what might have been, but for what he accomplished.
He was University of Cincinnati for a lot of us. I mean, that's an era that everyone, when you talk about Cincinnati football, you talk about Greg Cook and the years that he was there.
What a loss, and if anybody has great memories of Greg Cook, it's Denny Jansen.
Carol, I was a freshman at UC and I was a football manager. Greg's senior year when him and Jim O'Brien and Denny Jackson and Tom Rossley collaborated to set so many NCAA passing records. We used to just hope that they would get into a third and long situation so Greg would be sure to pass because he could make some fabulous, fabulous things happen. I last saw him on Christmas Eve, or make that New Year's Eve afternoon. He was on his way to watch the UC Bearcats play in the Liberty Bowl, and it was obvious then that his health was in decline, but we never thought that it would come to this. We always hoped that Greg would rally, and sadly, he's come up short of the mark. We'll have more by way of thoughts on Greg Cook's passing when I return at 6:20. Carol?
We'll be right back after this.